shit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, blow on, say I made her when I showed out.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Manning. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Out of the gun now on third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked out in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On second down, Connor looking for space. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Move. Hurry up.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. Runs through the contact. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
On the ready. 43. Check, 43. Nice, sweetheart. Ready.
Back near the goal line. Here's Manning. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We get down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. look to throw now on first down. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Shotgun now for Manning. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. On second down, it's Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 11 now. Manning looking left side, and he's got a man. That's counter. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. A big play that time on the catch and run. 47 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Manning. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Kimdichie make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch twist.
Here's Manning to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. A very solid gain of 27.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching them.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Darius Philon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Yeah. What we got? Hey! 58, right over there. Yeah. Hey, exit. Right there. Here we go. 58, boys, 58, Mike. Let's pick it up. Yeah.
To try again after the sack. Manning throwing the out route incomplete. It's Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Eddie ready. 60 outlaw. 58, come on. 58. Go. Army. 58. 2.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Go.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Manning. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Eli Manning with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll throw now on the final play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 46-yard
50's
line.
the mic. Here we go,
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 60 yards. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, it's Logan. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Go.
They'll run it here with Logan. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun on third down, Manning. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 lines. 15 lines.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Yep.
Hold.
Hey, Delta.
58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. Hey, 58.
Ready.
On first and 10, here's Manning. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
Let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's good for 28 yards.
Here we go.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They run again with Logan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
58, right over there.
Manning now to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. On the carry, it's Logan. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
He's coming.
Any weapon.
He's coming. Double up.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Slam, slam. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Now it's Smith. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
And the Steelers first down.
Down. 18 Gator.
Get on the weight room.
Topper,
On first and 10 is Counter. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
50, plant.
58, right there. Rabbit.
Lead grip.
On second down now, it's Logan. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. T.J. Logan with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Check 99.
X3, 218, chopper.
Connor, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now.
They run with Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Manning now on 1st down. This one complete, right side to McDonald. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And he finds McDonald. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll drop to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
Alpha. Yo, go.
Go 58's the mic. Oh, you got deep? 58's the mic.
Be driven.
On play action. Now Manning. And he's got it. 15 yards on the play. First down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Manning looking to throw it. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 15. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I got wide. Off.
They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here.
Mike's 50.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
One final shot. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.